Okay, so if we want to solve this equation for x, what we could do is we could factor out the greatest common factor from both of these terms. And that might be hard to see at first because one's to an integer power, one's to a fraction. So let's turn this in terms of a fraction with the denominator 4. So x to the fourth. We can do 4 times 4 makes 16. X to the fourth is the same thing as 16 over 4, right? And let's see, does 96 divide by 12? Does that work? That works. So we can factor out a 12. So we got 12 parentheses. And then the biggest power I can take out is 13 over 4 for a power. So I'm going to take out x to the 13 over 4 power. And so 16 over 4 divided by 13 over 4, that gives us x to the 3 over 4 left over. And then 96 divided by 12 gave us 8. Okay, so if we set each factored piece equal to 0, we could set this equal to 0, and we'll get x equals 0, which they already said is the solution. We're supposed to find the other solution. If we set this piece equal to 0, then we get x to the 3/4 minus 8 equals 0. So we can add that 8 to both sides. And then I'm going to raise both sides to the power of 4, because powers on top of powers multiply. That's a property of exponents we've studied in previous math classes. Right? If you have x to the 3/4 to the 4th power, you can do 4 times 3/4 makes x to the 3rd. So that helps get rid of our fraction. And then we've got 8 to the 4th over here. And so if we do that with our calculator, 8 to the 4th, 4,096. X to the 3rd equals 4,096. So the last step to get x by itself is to cube root both sides. And in case you're not sure how to find the cube root button on your calculator, you can just use the exponent button and then put 3. Because a cube root means a 1/3 power. You can see it's approximately equal to 16. X equals 16 is our other solution.